Hey, what's up, party people? Hey, what's up, you guys? It is I, V-Name Moreno, and our beloved Ashley Pickle and Greg Tepper.
Hello. I don't know how you have this much energy.
Turkey.
It's
just
that time of the year.
It is that time of the year. It is Thanksgiving week. It's the best week of the year. I'm Greg. That's Ashley. That's V&A. And we are getting ready. Is today the only day that we're in the office? Is today the only day you're in the office, V&A?
I'll probably be in here to do some editing because the grind never stops.
Because you're sick. We do have...
You can do that from home. You realize you have a computer that you can take. I think that's what the difference is here, is we recognize we can do our work from not in the chair, because this thing is portable and it moves.
It does.
And so I can take it wherever I go, to where I can work at all times, wherever I go.
For better or for worse, you can.
No, definitely for worse. But
I
don't understand why she doesn't get that.
We will have programming for you this week. Normal slate of programming. Tuesday, tomorrow, This Week in Recruiting. We have our Thanksgiving Spectacular Edition and regional semifinal preview of Texas football today on
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, thank you. Wednesday.
I ain't running that on Thanksgiving.
No,
That's the one day that this thing doesn't work.
Yeah, we've already. We'll also have the picks on Wednesday, and then Friday we're gonna run. I think 10 a.m. Did we decide we're gonna do Tep and Step earlier? Tep and Step will go on the air at 10.
I think Texas Football Today is going on the air at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, too.
On Wednesday.
By the way.
Okay. So 10 a.m. Make sure you check all that out anyway. But yeah, we will have a normal slate program. But I'm finishing up Tep.
Giggly.
Are you okay?
This is why she needs to work from home more.
Go ahead.
We'll have Tep and Step. We're recording Tep and Step later today. And then I am immediately getting on the road and driving by myself to St. Louis. The boys and my wife are already up there.
I feel like that makes it easier. If we're
I don't mind.
honest.
I'm gonna go faster.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
And two, you get to listen to
Yeah.
You get to listen to what you want to listen to.
Yeah.
And two, bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Limited.
Exactly right.
Like,
I don't
you're
have
gonna be able
worry
to
about
just
exactly right. I don't have to worry about it. I've done this before. I'm not worried about it. I just haven't done it in a hot minute of like driving by myself.
You're probably going to realize how much quicker it is to drive by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to stop and be like, does anybody need to use the potty?
Yeah, no, that's a big thing. Because like even for me to get back home, it's 4 hours almost on the dot. Sometimes if Chisholm Trail Parkway is not backed up, I can make it there in 3.5. But I have realized that there are great things about riding with other people because you have someone to talk to. There are also, I know for a fact, I ain't got to stop.
Yeah.
I do not have to stop. But anytime I ride with someone else, it's always like, hey, about halfway through, can we stop and go to the restroom real fast? Can we do this? It's like, no, you can hold it for 4 hours.
Biggest thing is that you can consolidate breaks.
Yeah.
Like I will stop one time.
One time. Yeah.
It will be to get gas and use the bathroom.
And food, probably.
And food.
Yep.
Exactly right. Like I will not. I won't need to break it all up. And so that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, listen to whatever. I mean, I'm probably gonna like binge watch Netflix while I'm driving.
Yeah.
It seems like a smart idea.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you only live once. No, that's a bad thing. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do
That's
that.
a joke.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
There's a lot of people on the highways right now. Don't do that. But yeah, no,
You said
maybe
don't speed.
Don't speed. Don't go too fast.
Don't go too fast.
fast.
Going fast is fun.
He wants to get to his kids.
Yeah, I miss my family.
God.
Exactly.
Hate a man for loving his family.
Yeah, my bad.
Why are you in one piece, though? Jeez.
2 pieces is fine.
I was gonna say.
Just no more than 3.
It all plays. Yeah. So I'm getting on the road and driving. So, but we will still have a normal slate of programming as we prepare for the Thanksgiving.
I got to pick up my turkey today.
You do have to pick up your turkey today.
It's turkey day.
It's turkey pickup day.
It's turkey
which is
pickup day.
exciting.
That's a fun.
That's a line I do not mind waiting
No, it is. Everyone in that line is in a good mood.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everyone in that line's in a good mood.
Most of the time, I end up getting in like conversation with people.
Oh yeah, and then like I don't know if you get to hang around that sort of small. We're just talking about a shop that we go to that has Thanksgiving food. I don't mind waiting in line because it gives you an opportunity to like shop a little bit.
There's all sorts of stuff. They have the Cafe Du Monde coffee too, which usually I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, do I need that? No. And then like I'll wait a little bit longer in line. And it's kind of the TJ Maxx effect. You know how they put like everything while you're waiting, so then you just slowly pick up $20 more worth of crap that you don't need.
Yeah, it's Turkey J Maxx.
Yes,
is what the T stands for. Hit the theme, Expo.
Tomato.
Wow, I wasn't ready for that one.
No one was.
Yes, y'all. From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas. It is Texas Football Today, a show on Thanksgiving week. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the editor-in-chief of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine and TexasFootball.com. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Quibi, or you're listening to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. Sitting to my right, she's the executive producer of Dave Campbell's Texas Live. Mm-hmm. And what else do you do around here?
Nothing.
It's Ashley Pickle, the Duchess of the Dork. Hi.
Hi, friends. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
That's great. Over there at the helm today, making us sound good, Vianney Moreno. Hello, Vianney Moreno.
Hello, everyone.
Today is Monday, November 24th, 2025.
Close that. You don't need that. You don't need your birthday thing. You know why? We're going to wish a happy early birthday.
Okay, that's fine. It's
that.
3 days to Thanksgiving.
Happy early birthday to our very own Matt Stepp.
That's right.
Whose birthday is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And Goof, friends of the program.
The Goof, friends of program.
They share a birthday. That's an elite day.
I forgot Stepp is a Thanksgiving birthday. Sometimes he is occasionally a Thanksgiving
yes, depends
birthday.
on how it falls. They're both of their. I think 2 years ago they might have been on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But happy birthday to Matt Stepp and friend of the program, Goof.
Goof, that's right.
Happy birthday!
Tomorrow.
It's episode 1901. On today's show, folks, it's Monday Morning Fallout. We are overreacting to the Texas high school football weekend, and there is a lot to overreact to from the area round of the Texas high school football playoffs. We will get into that coming up here in just a moment. Do we have first four through the door, Vianney?
We have Ryan. We have Ryan
Smiga.
Tony Ace. Wow, I'm butchering this.
Yeah.
And someone kicking it with Kid Kinu. Hi, guys.
Welcome in, friends.
Thanks, Vianney.
That one was rough.
Is she all right?
I don't think so.
I wasn't prepared.
To be fair,
Blaine
she's
was
been
in here
listening to us
distracting me.
yap literally all morning.
Yeah,
we haven't stopped.
Exactly right. Speaking of which,
And we're not.
Vianney,
Oh, my goodness.
hit the air raid siren. It's time for Monday Morning Fallout. Monday Morning Fallout. When we overreact to the football weekend, and folks, we have arrived at Thanksgiving week, which means the area round of the Texas high school football playoffs are in the books, in the pocket, out of sight, and there's a lot to talk about. Start with Tepper's Take. Tepper's Take, first we feast. It is, of course, Thanksgiving week, and we're all looking forward to Thursday, the best day of the year. And the good news is that the feast started early in the area round of the Texas high school football playoffs with tons of huge results from across the state of Texas. There were the big name games, the games that we had our eye on. Galena Park North Shore emphatically over Ridge Point. Emphatically. And proving why they are, in my estimation, no, not in my estimation, factually, the team of record in Region 3. Oh, things going on behind me. In Region 3. You had Yoakum holding on against Fairfield. That's a good Yoakum ball club that we need to be paying more attention to. They've got the juice. Groover really taking it to Wink. I thought was impressive. Waxahachie one of the defensive performances of the year, holding down a high-powered North Forney attack. DeSoto finally getting over the Longview hump. Those scattered hither and yon across the state. There were also, in my mind, some pretty remarkable results that, while not necessarily upsets, I think certainly helped shape the bracket. I think Midlothian Heritage knocking out Texas High is pretty crazy. They handed Texas High their only 2 losses of the year. That's pretty wild, considering how talented that team is. I thought Springtown knocking off Frisco Panther Creek, extremely impressive. Extremely impressive from them. I thought Bernie Champion edging past PSJA North. Previously unbeaten PSJA North. Very impressive. We lost a state finalist. Pottsboro knocked out Malakoff. That's impressive. ARP up into Dangerfield. Dilion drilled previously unbeaten Frankston in 2A. Everywhere you looked, there was impactful, meaningful football. And that's the good part about this time of year, is that as the schedule narrows, the games mean more, the magnifying glass gets a little sharper, and we get a better feel. And the great news is that even though there's half as many games this week as there were last week, we will still have just as good of a feast Friday and Saturday in the regional semifinals. That's Tepper's take.
Now it's time for Pickle's point, and this is just a fun one here. Predictions are what make this time of year fun. Obviously, the football is what makes this time of year fun. It's the best high school football you're going to find in the nation, in the world, I would even go to say. But more so than that, I think what makes it so much fun for us here at Dave Campbell's, what hopefully makes it fun for you as viewers and as fans and communities, is the fact that predictions, we love to put ourselves out there on a limb, and we make way too early predictions before the playoffs ever even get started. I mean, that's 704 teams, and we go through and try to narrow it down to who we think are going to be the champions 6 weeks out. We do that because it stirs up conversation. Mm-hmm. We do that because we love being bulletin board material and giving you a reason to tune in and tell us, hey, y'all were way wrong on this. And let me tell you, we enjoy being wrong on some of this stuff. It's fun for us to be right. It's almost even more fun for us to be wrong, because typically, if you pick some of the top biggest teams, the best teams that we've seen all year, and they fall out, guess what that is? Box office stuff. It's fun. We're fans. We're viewers of the sport just as much as y'all are. And so as we continue, we really do love hearing when we got it wrong. You know, we like hearing when we got it right. We enjoy it. But the biggest thing is that we hope that we can provide some added level of entertainment for you guys. We tweeted out something earlier off our Dave Campbell's page, man, 2A Division 1, our predictions are an absolute mess. And the best part about it was we all disagreed on multiple regions. 5 people put in predictions, and we all had different ones. It is the best time of year for this. It's the best tournament bracket sport anywhere in the world. It's the largest tournament in sports. And that is what makes Texas high school football so beautiful. And it's always this week that I remember that, because we get to this and it's like, we always say there's no turkeys after Thanksgiving. Well, here we go, folks. There are people here that we didn't think would be here. There's 4th seeded teams who have made it to the regional semifinals. It's what makes this sport great. And I just love being reminded of that at this point in the year. So I hope y'all do too.
And I think that, to your point, I think that the predictions are a way of us providing context. That we recognize that Texas high school football is a big sport. Yeah. Big, a lot of teams. And so a lot of what we can do is help to narrow down, hey, here are the teams that are, we think, as people who it's our job to be in the weeds. Mm-hmm. Here are the teams we think can win a state championship. Here are the teams we think can win their region. Mm-hmm. It's not, part of it's being right. I would like to be right. But at the same time, a lot of it is just providing that context and just saying, so that when that team loses,
this is a shock.
We can tell you That's a big deal. It's a shorthand for that's a big deal.
Well, and it's even, like I said, it's fun too when none of us agree on the same picks for the regions, because that just means that we're going, hey, if you want a reason to tune into 2A Division I Region 2, because maybe you're a big school snob and you don't really care about that, that's a way for us to point out to you, hey, this region's insane and it's anybody's ball game. If you're tired of watching your region because there's a clear-cut favorite or even a bracket where there's a clear-cut favorite, there are other regions, there are other brackets that's not the case, and it's just good football to watch.
And that, I think, is a critical part of this, is that in a lot of ways what we try to do is provide people that entree into paying attention. You're going to follow your local team, I get that, but this is a way for you to expand your horizons.
Well, and what if your local team didn't make the playoffs?
Exactly.
Here's
right.
a whole reason to keep watching this great sport.
Right, exactly right.
So anyway, predictions are fun.
Game of the week. Boy, a lot of choices here.
Yeah.
I went with Athens 48, Crum 42 in overtime. In a wild affair that was back and forth. Crum put on a show in this game. Crum, their quarterback, Elijah Guerrero, threw for 2 touchdowns. They had a running back, Will Holland, who ran for 228 yards and 3 scores. And they came up short in a wild back and forth affair. David Robinson II went berserker for Athens. He was spectacular in a game that needed the extra frame to get there. This was as good as it gets. I'm sorry, David Richardson II, I should say. This was as good as it gets in handing Crum its first and only loss of the year. Athens through to the regional semifinals in what I think was the game of the week. Athens 48, Crum 42 in overtime. A game that Matt Stepp was at.
How about that? He just knows how to pick them, doesn't he, folks? All right. It is now time what would normally be the play of the week. We feasted, okay? We weren't lying about that. We have 3 different plays of the week because they were too stinking good to leave any of these off of here. So we'll start off with number 1. We head to 3 Division II Region 4. East Bernard was taking on Poth. Poth had just taken the lead with 1:12 left. Okay, here's what East Bernard did to win this game. Other than that didn't need to be clutch at all.
That is a game-winning, razzle-dazzle kickoff return for a touchdown to spring the upset, to win the game
and head to the 3rd round of the Texas high school football playoffs
and pull an upset in my estimation. That is crazy,
insane.
One of the special team plays of the year as East Bernard through to the regional semifinals.
Yes, and thank you to the fan that sent that clip to us because that was one of the few games that was not streamed this week, and we were all frantically searching for that clip when we heard about it on Friday night. All right, so that was our number 1 play of the week. Heading now.
Can I do number 2?
Yeah.
Let me do number 2.
Sure.
Thank you.
This guy.
So, Mount Enterprise played Chilton on Friday night. A game we had our eye on. Okay, Kagan Ash against a really good Chilton defense. Mount Enterprise ended up winning the ballgame, but this game was wild from the word go. This is the opening kickoff of Mount Enterprise versus Chilton.
If he gets over, I think, around 250 or so yards tonight, he's going to pass and go into 3rd place. And the return there, that's number 10 on the return for Chilton. That is Jamarian Clark. And he is stripped of the football. The ball is stripped away by Rubio. Rubio is going to go all the way. What a play. Touchdown, Mount Enterprise. Wow. You had
Chilton's
Clark with a great
Jamarian
return
Clark,
and forgot to secure the football. And
who fields the ball on a hop and gets a seam, and it's going well. It's a 34-yard kickoff return followed by Yabani Rubio
taking candy from a baby.
And a 66-yard fumble return for a touchdown the other way for Mount Enterprise. What? I don't think I've ever seen that.
That was why. It's not like he was in the process of falling down. It's not like the ball got punched out from behind him. It was, I'm going to come directly in front of you where you're running full speed. I'm going to literally just, without hesitation, rip that from your hands and say, see ya.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen
wild.
because that's the other thing. It was a really nice kickoff return.
Yeah.
And then it was suddenly going the other way. There were 100 total yards in that play, but Mount Enterprise ended up 7-0. The team that kicked off ended up with a 7-0 lead. So that's play number 2.
For play number 3, we head to 3A Division I, Region 3. Orangefield and Franklin. Now, Franklin would go on to win the game, but check out this touchdown from Orangefield wide receiver Rylan Agerton.
Down to 5. Empty set backfield for Gonzalez. Steps up, gets rid of it, and it is. Oh, it's caught! It's caught off the ricochet by Agerton! Are you kidding me? Agerton takes it for a touchdown!
Why catch the ball
Holy
when you
cow.
can just allow the other team to
Off
act as
the
a springboard
defender.
for you?
Yeah, the ricochet touchdown there for Orangefield to Rylan Agerton. That's nuts.
Oh, it's crazy. And I love, shout out to Chase Snyder, our broadcaster on that one. I love the true raw emotion surprise is exactly what was going on in all our head. And he voiced it very eloquently. Incredible.
Crazy.
That's why we had 3 plays of the week,
Yeah,
because how are we supposed to leave any of those off?
We cannot be asked to choose.
No.
Okay. All right. Coach of the week, Wade Wilson at Bovina.
Someone has to stop this, man.
What is going on in Bovina? So the Mustangs got into the playoffs at 3-5, 1-3 in district. Their only district win was over Vega. Okay. They had to win in week 11 over Vega to make it into the playoffs. Okay. Wade Wilson, in his first year there, former Amarillo Highland Park coach. They were 3-5 entering the playoffs, taking on Hale Center. We talked about it last week. They pull off the stunner of the first round when they knock off Hale Center 36-24. The Dave Campbell's Texas Football Computer thought Hale Center would win that game by 35, and Bovina won. But we see first-round upsets all the time.
Yeah,
it happens. It happens.
Normal.
They then go and take on Seagraves. Seagraves, the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Computer, thought was a 13-point favorite. Well, guess who's through to the regional semifinals?
Bovina.
The Bovina Mustangs, who have forgotten they're not supposed to be here. And now, by the way, they get a date with Stratford. Now, the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Computer projects Stratford as a 31-point favorite. That is not as big of a favorite as Hale Center was in the opener. Wade Wilson's Bovina Mustangs have forgotten they're supposed to lose.
I just love to imagine that Bovina goes up and they just tape an old school meme of a computer up on their whiteboard, and Wade Wilson's just hitting it no, this is who we're proving wrong.
Let's go even further. So they beat Seagraves this week, right? 24-16. That's a rematch of a week 3 non-district game in which Seagraves won 37-0.
But not when it counted.
So 10 weeks later, Wade Wilson's Mustangs of Bovina turned a 37-0 loss into a 24-16 win. Yeah, Bovina's Wade Wilson is our coach of the week.
Potentially
I'm
coach
sorry,
of the year.
everyone else is doing great.
Right?
Not as great as he is.
All right. No.
Never mind.
That's a lie.
Coming
We're on
after
to
the
next
break,
one.
we've got a lot more, including the dude of the week, an unbelievable stat of the week, the Elysian Field superstar going nuclear, and much more if you stay with us.
Hello, Candace.
Not you again.
Me again. Remember our last oil change? Your boyfriend said he knew a guy who knew a guy. None of those guys knew what they were doing, including you, Todd.
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch our experts change your oil right from your car.
Thanks for coming in.
And finish in about 15 minutes. Valvoline. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
shine with new First Light Community Coffee's first ever light roast. This blend has notes of honey and brown sugar that will brighten any part of your day. Try First Light now at communitycoffee.com.
Friday night football is here, and Hometown is trusted by thousands of schools across the nation to make game days effortless. Sell tickets online, easily scan them at the gate, track sales in real time, and keep your community connected with a free athletic website. Make every game a Hometown game. Visit hometown.com to learn more.
Every legend starts with a vision. For Dave Campbell, that vision was clear. Tell the story of Texas football like never before. In 1960, he built something no one had before, a magazine that became the Bible of Texas football. Coaches, players, and fans didn't just read it, they lived by it. His words shaped the game. His vision built a legacy. And his name? It will always be written in the story of Texas football. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, where legends begin.
And we welcome you back into Monday Morning Fallout here on Texas Football Today, where we overreact to the football weekend. A lot of overreaction to do, including this one. Are you ready for the Dudes Rock Dude of the Week?
I'm so ready for the Dudes Rock Dude of the Week.
Well, allow me to introduce this week's Dudes Rock. Start over. Dudes Rock Dude of the Week. How about we go to 3 Division I Region 3? There was a game that happened between Yoakum and Fairfield, in which, I'm going to say this very, very carefully, the freshman running back. Keep that in mind. This kid probably can't even drive. The freshman.
He cannot. I can
Yeah, he
confirm.
can definitely not drive. Jamarcus Robinson went 24 carries for 305 yards and 2 touchdowns to win 36-29 against previously unbeaten Fairfield. Fairfield had not lost a game all year, and the freshman pops off for 305 yards on just 24 carries. Jamarcus Robinson, our Dudes Rock Dude of the Week. Insane.
Yeah, a freshman.
A freshman. This kid's like 14 years old.
Yeah.
What were you doing at 14 years old? Not that.
Not that. That is true.
You also played offensive lineman, which
Very
is
true.
funny in and of itself.
They didn't give me the ball. Another week in the NFL. It's a big week for the NFL.
Big week. Go Cowboys, by the way.
They did win.
They 24 unanswered.
I actually watched the game.
I did not. Maybe that's why they won. Maybe I should stop doing that. Anyway.
I'm going to need you to keep doing that.
This is now heading into Thanksgiving week, where a bunch of games on Thursday. It's a fun week of the NFL. There's nobody that gets you ready for everything that's going on in the NFL more than our chief NFL insider, my mom.
Hi, it's Tep Mom with the NFL Minute for this week. I'm highlighting the Lions win over the Giants 27-24 in overtime. These 3 guys are on the Lions and they went to Texas high schools. Roy Lopez, he went to Mesquite High School and he's a defensive tackle. Brock Wright, tight end, he went to Cy-Fair High School. He was also an undrafted free agent who went to Notre Dame. And finally, Tyler Lacey, who went to Saxe High School. He's on the defensive line. That's it for this week. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving with family and friends. Everyone has safe travels. And congratulations to all the coaches and teams that are still playing and practicing this week. Have a good one.
Thanks, Mom. Our high production NFL segment here on Texas Football Today. Thanks,
That's
Mom.
how we roll. I hope she has a great Thanksgiving.
I'll call you on Thursday. We'll FaceTime.
Oh, yeah. You won't see
yeah.
her for Thanksgiving.
She's getting together with Uncle Jeff and stuff. So
Oh,
That was
solid.
amazing.
She'll be sad.
I hope
She'll
she
be
has a wonderful Thanksgiving.
I do
she
too.
will. She will. Absolutely. What's next?
Nothing as good as that, but
Yeah.
let's go to Stock Up. This is where we take a look at some programs that we have been incredibly impressed by. Usually it's one team. How about we give it to an entire independent school district? Canyon ISD, my goodness. They have 3 teams in the regional semifinal round there in 4A Division 1. So including the fact that 2 of them are going to be playing each other. Canyon and Canyon West Plains going at it at Happy Bank Stadium this Friday night. Incredibly excited for that one. Canyon got the big win over Brownwood 31-28. West Plains got the win 42-7 over the Badgers of Lampasas. And then in that same region, Canyon Randall got the win 24-14 over Burnett, and they're going to take on the Fightin' Stephenville Yellow Jackets. But 3 teams out of 4 left in Region 1 of 4A Division 1, all from Canyon ISD. Insane.
That game on Friday night, spoiler alert, I already recorded the picks video. I call it what can only be described as maybe the biggest game in Canyon ISD football history.
It has to be.
And obviously they've had great teams in Canyon ISD before that have played deep in the playoffs. But as far as for a school district to have a regional semifinal game between 2 teams, it's pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and too, those stadiums out there, big Happy Bank Stadium, not a small stadium, guarantee you it's a sellout.
It is going to be
guarantee you it's a sellout.
Full. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Stat of the week. Let's talk about Gunter. Gunter's a team we don't pay a ton of attention to most of the year. And I think it's because essentially they don't really play an interesting game for a while. They are not, they play they do what I call the South Oak Cliff thing, the hibernation, where they play really tough non-district. Then they go into district play and they're kind of a lot better than everybody. And it's like, okay, well, we'll talk to you in around this time of year. So Gunter beat Wichita Falls City View 48-14 to move on to the regional semifinals. That is 20 consecutive playoff wins for Gunter. They have won 39 consecutive playoff games within their region. 39. You can only win 4 a year. They've won 39 in a row. They are 54-6 in the playoffs since 2014. The last 11 years, they are 54-6 in the playoffs. We need to appreciate what's going on here. This is as dominant as you will see in Texas high school football. But Gunter, especially in Region 2, has been untouchable. I need to go through and add up. My guess is the average margin of victory in these games is 35.
It's a lot to a little, I can tell you that.
It's a lot. They have been absolutely dominant.
Insane. All right, let's go to the in case you missed it of the week. This one we head out to 2A Division 1 Region 3. So Elysian Fields was taking on Garrison, and that's when Nunu Kennedy decided to go absolutely nuclear. Take a look at this highlight package for a minute.
So at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Kennedy fakes the handoff. He keeps it. He's got room. Cross the 20. There goes Kennedy. He's going to score. Touchdown, Elysian Fields. 27-yard touchdown run for Nunu Kennedy.
Great run.
Kennedy's going to keep quarterback option play. He's trying to get to the corner, and he will. Touchdown, Elysian Fields. 15-yard touchdown run for Nunu Kennedy. Man, what speed to get to the corner, fellas.
Yeah.
Kennedy looking around, throws it deep. He's got a man open. Caught. Touchdown, Elysian Fields. 32-yard touchdown. Dime drop by Kennedy to his man, number 1, Alex Simmons. My time. I want to drive down and score with no time left and then go into half, and then you get the kickoff to start. That's the strategy I think I'm trying to do right now. Kenny drops back to pass. He's going deep. He's got a receiver. Caught! What a catch! Wow. And he's going to drag the defender down into the inside the 5. Not stopped. He is into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown. 3-yard run for Kennedy.
Going back to that big pass, last drive we talked about Xavier Boyd being on an island by himself.
Yeah, I think you said something about that, Travis. I believe you said, hey, he's out now. 4 or 5 yards. So let's see if Kennedy can get in here. He's going to take it, find his hole, and
walking.
No problem. Touchdown. Elysian Fields, 1-yard touchdown run for Nunu Kennedy.
And football very well.
So we'll see here. They got 3 wides here on this close side to us. And Kennedy's in the backfield. And Kenny's going to keep it. There he goes. He busts through the hole. Stiff arms a tackler. Spins off another. There goes Nunu Kennedy. They can't hold on to him. He's like he's greased with butter. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's going to drive back to pass. He's got pressure in his face. And he's all over him. He just throws it up as far as he can. And what an adjustment made by the receiver and the catch. Alex Simmons. It was a prayer answered, fellas.
Oh, my goodness.
What
my
play,
God.
Alex Simmons going up.
He's in the gun. Ball's over his head. He's going to get it somehow. And he's going to throw it up to the end zone.
Wow.
He caught it! Touchdown, Elysian Fields! Johnson! What a play!
No way.
And he's going to hand off and a little trickery going. Oh, a little shuffle pass to Kennedy. There goes Nunu. Nunu's got space. He's cutting it back across the field. There's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Kennedy. 25 yards on the trick play to Nunu.
That was more like 50 yards. Just
who drew that up, guys? That was a backyard play from the flag.
Nunu, you good, brother? Like, good Lord. So here's the stat line on that. 200 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. 208 yards and 4 touchdowns rushing, 1 catch for 25 yards, and 1 touchdown receiving in a 55-54 overtime win to advance to the regional semifinals. I mean, if I was a defensive coordinator, like my game plan would be like, I don't know, just stop Nunu. Do whatever you can. All 11 of you.
Like steal his shoes. Do something.
Stop Nunu.
Stop Nunu. That's literally what I would hold up on the play card. Just stop Nunu.
Nunu Kennedy went absolutely berserker. And by the way, that was the game. That ended up being the game-winning touchdown because he kicked the extra point and won the game. There, that last one, kind of that trick play where he cut across the field.
He's a dog.
Insane, Nunu Kennedy. He might be a dog, but is he the Matt Stepp? He got that dog in him Player of the Week. Let's find out.
Hey y'all, Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football. I'm here in the Corpus Christi Airport, the sparkling city by the sea, headed back to the DFW Metroplex for the Thanksgiving weekend football games. But before I do, gotta bring you the area around Matt Stepp. He got that dog in him award. And the winner of the most prestigious award in all of Texas high school football, the Matt Stepp, he got that dog in him award, is none other than Athens quarterback David Richardson II. In the Hornets' thrilling 48-42 win over Crum on Friday night, David Richardson II threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for 2 touchdowns, leading Athens to that 48-42 win and a trip to the regional semifinals. Congrats, David. You, sir, have got that dog in you.
Congratulations, David Richardson II. Matt Stepp, he got that dog in him Player of the Week. Boy, he's going to be able to brag to his family Thanksgiving that he's the reigning Matt Stepp. He got that dog in Player of the Week. What an accomplishment.
All right, we take a look now at what's next. And it's Feast Week.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, it's our favorite week of the year here in Dave Campbell's Texas Football. It's Thanksgiving week. We have been very open and honest about our feeling towards the greatest day of the year. In Feast Week, I went through and I listed one game. This is just one game per bracket.
Okay. That's a good way to do this.
You should keep your eye on because there are so many other games I could have listed, but here's just a taste. Each individual one. We're going around and we're eating the appetizers right now. 6AD1, North Crowley versus Coppell. 6AD2, South Lake Carroll and Prosper. 5AD1, Port Arthur Memorial and College Station. 5AD2, Bernie and Gregory Portland. 4AD1, Canyon versus Canyon West Plains. 4AD2, Pleasant Grove versus Carthage.
Seems good.
381, Franklin versus Columbus.
Seems good.
382, Troop versus Newton.
Seems good.
281, Ganado Refugio. 282, Albany and Munster. 181, a rematch, Robert Lee and Water Valley. 182, Benjamin and the defending state champs, Jayton. I mean, holy cow, people. That's just one from each bracket. It gets even crazier. We are feasting in every way imaginable this week, but specifically in your guts and in Texas high school football.
I think there's an argument to be made that this week we have the game of the year in 3 different brackets. 4A Division 2 with Carthage Pleasant Grove, 3A Division 1 with Franklin Columbus, and 2A Division 1 with Ganado Refugio. I think that's the game of the year in each of those divisions, all in the same week.
Insane.
There are games you did not mention that are just like crazy. Did you mention South Lake Carroll Prosper?
No. Oh yes, I did.
Okay.
I got that one.
Yeah, that is nuts. It is a ludicrous slate of games.
It's insane. And you know what the actual best part of all of it is that school is out on Friday, which means we have matinee Texas high school football all day. All day.
Let me see if I can find this.
Literally, Friday, Saturday, everyone backloads their schedule. This is the absolute best Friday of the year, in my opinion, because you can watch Texas high school football with those caliber of games all stinking day.
2, 3,
and you can do a
4,
leftover turkey sandwich.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are
Hard to agree
10
on that one. Yes.
There are 10 games.
Yes.
At 1 p.m. on Friday.
10 games.
10 games at 1 p.m. on Friday. And then you go into 2:30. There's like a good 4 or 5 o'clock slate. And then you get into Friday night. Like, that's the great thing about Friday is a singular day of the season because it just like, it's all day.
All day.
And you can stream a ton of those games live on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Tons.
And leftover turkey sandwiches.
Leftover turkey sandwiches. That's going to do it for us. A reminder, a bit of a change in the programming. Tomorrow, This Week in Recruiting, as scheduled. Wednesday, 10 a.m., Texas Football Today Thanksgiving Spectacular. We get you ready for both Thanksgiving and the regional semifinals. At noon, I believe, we're running the picks. My high school football predictions for all 88 Texas high school football UIL games this weekend. And then we're dark on Thursday. Friday, we've got Tep and Step.
At 10 a.m.
10 a.m., we're running Tep and Step. And then Saturday night, 10:30 p.m., it's the season finale of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Tonight. Highlights and updated brackets and scores from across the state. All 12 brackets, we will have you covered every step of the way. All that sound good? Okay. If you're traveling, please travel safe.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at texasfootball.com. For V.A. Moreno and Ashley Pickle, I'm Greg Tepper. We will see you Monday for Texas Football Today. Happy Thanksgiving.